Welcome to episode 2 of Talks with Dorks presents Never Say Die. If you've not heard of this, you don't know what I'm talking about, please go check out our socials at Talk Dork Podcast, because on May 31st, the Talks with Dorks podcast team are bringing you a brand new style of wrestling event. Wrestling meets social media. Last time, you met our general managers, social content creator, wrestling gurus on TikTok, Stally and JE as our general managers. But now we're going to bring you a couple of our wrestlers. But first, let me introduce you to the man that's joining me on the team from the podcast executive team. It's Mr. Tony Bingus. Tony, how you doing?
I like the mister. I'm all right, mate. I'm all right.
Yeah, good. Right, are you ready to bring these boys in?
Bring him in.
Two of our wrestlers are joining us, as I said, and one of them is known as the ruler of the ring. It's Richie. Richie, welcome to Talks with Dorks.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here on Talks with Dorks, and I'm looking forward to smashing in some faces on, what was it, May 31st?
Yeah, that's the one. And then sitting next to him and joining us as well is the one and only Sullivan King. Sullivan King, welcome to Talks with Dorks.
Thank you for having me. It's the pleasure's all yours.
Fair enough. People know that it's been a while since I've stepped in the ring.
Thank you for having me.
People know it's been a while since I've stepped in the ring. I hold back on reacting to things like that anymore.
Still good, man.
Right.
Still good.
Okay, boys, let's dive into this. Let's find out about him. Tony, take it away.
Sullivan King, Richie, again, thank you for coming on. Welcome. So let's have a bit of a backstory. Independent wrestlers, British independent wrestlers. Where's the start? Where did you start? Where's your roots from?
Oh, man, you take this.
Well, my roots, I've pretty much grown up in Colchester my whole life, and I suppose my first bit of exposure to professional wrestling, like the live shows, was at the Colchester Charter Hall. I used to go there when I was growing up, probably about 5 or 6 years old, and I didn't miss a single show. And fast forward to now, we're regularly running the Colchester Charter Hall as one of our venues, and our next show at Colchester Charter Hall will be June 29th, I believe, and on that show we have Rhino. So I'm looking forward to that myself, like being a big fan of Rhino growing up. And I've been doing it, cutting my teeth for about 8 years, just under 8 years, being a professional. So yeah, it's something that I've definitely honed my craft, like, over the years, and it's taken me quite a few places, where wrestling has taken me to Portugal. I've wrestled in Japan, and I've wrestled on a fair few different promotions in the UK scene, mainly in Essex area, and so it's been a long journey, but I continue to keep, mastering my craft, if you will, and ruling many rings.
Phrasing.
It just fits, doesn't it?
Come on.
Yes, I love it. So, obviously, you said you've been all over Essex wrestling. Is this your first time wrestling in Basildon?
Yeah, it is actually. So I'll be excited to see what the show has to offer, but hopefully there'll be some nice, good-looking honeys for me after the show. But we'll have to see.
Hell yeah.
You're getting your hopes up about Basildon. You've never been at all, have you?
I mean, enlighten me, Basildon.
He's a little wet behind the ears there. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, God.
Basildon girls, listen, I'm not saying they're not attractive, but they will make you earn their respect.
Right.
They'll make you work for it. That's all you need to know. They're tough.
So, Richie, 8 years under your belt.
Yeah.
How many more have you got left? Are you? Do you see yourself working till like you're an old skeezer?
Yeah, so the goal is to beat Laferde on his 60 years. Hell yeah. So I've still got a
So a
while. I've still got a
few
while
more to
left.
go. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. This is just the beginning.
And
Good
what's
way of looking at it.
dreams can be big for a pro wrestler, but like, what's on your bucket list? What is there to do for you?
Phew. Wrestle everywhere and anywhere. I'd like to wrestle in a few more countries. The big four, like mainly being England, Japan, and Mexico and America. So Mexico and America would be definitely be on the radar, and winning as many belts
Mm-hmm.
as I can, and yeah, headlining some of the best cards. Really, like I've always strived to be one of those wrestlers that can be your like 60-minute man. So like your Brian Danielsons, like your Ric
Noted.
Flairs, you know, a wrestler that can really go the distance when saying like your Iron Man matches, you know.
With the belts, obviously the promo picture we are using for you, you are wearing a belt. What's talk about your title history? How's that? What's that looking like in the first 8 years?
Yeah, so that is or was my World SOS Championship, and after being robbed at Christmas in a cage by PJ Knight, I unfortunately don't hold that title anymore. But soon it'll be back around my waist. Mark my words. But yeah, title history. Title history. I mean, I'm a former two-time SOS Tag Team Champion, two-time SOS British Rules Champion, and soon to be two-time SOS World Champion.
Nice, nice. Right. I feel like now we need to hear about the other man sitting there as well, Tony. I don't know, he's just sitting
Yes, we
there.
do.
He's very quiet. He's very. I feel like there's a story behind this man about to come that we're going to be interested in.
There's some strength in the silence, isn't there?
Yeah, yes, it's intimidating a little bit, to be honest. It's ever since he said that about "it's my pleasure." Hands have been a bit shaky.
Wow.
So, Sir Sullivan King, thank you
Oh,
for
I like
coming on.
that. Sir
Welcome,
Sullivan. Oh, I
Sir
like that.
Sullivan King.
I like that. I like that. Yeah. We'll keep that. We'll keep that, man. Yeah.
I was going to go with Lord, but then like just throwing it out there, I am an actual Lord. I own some land, which makes me a Lord. I bought it during lockdown. It's official, so I'm the
Oh.
Lord of this podcast. Yeah, so you can be Sir. That's cool.
All right. Cool.
Of course, you were one of
What?
them that spent 20 quid to get your name on a bit of paper to make you a lord. Of course you did.
Dude, we
Yeah,
could have
it's
got that
official.
on
Like
Microsoft. Could have done Microsoft Word, mate. I could have
mate,
printed it off half the cost, man. I'll get you a bit of turf. It could have been easy. All right.
that's all someone did. But like, it's got a bit of gold leaf on it, and my bank statements, my driving license, my TV license all say Lord. It's official, man. It's official.
Oh my God. I, I guarantee your missus has got a special star named after her somewhere in the universe as well, wouldn't she?
No, but she does have an acre of the moon.
Cool. What are you going to put on
Yeah.
that?
Anyway. I don't know. I haven't filled my 3 foot square land yet. I've got a long time before I'm filling up an acre on the moon.
Where is it? Where's the land? Is it in like Scotland or something?
Now somewhere in the Peak District.
Ah, okay.
I've gone to go there, and I didn't have enough reception to actually like find the exact footage where it was. So like I was near it. Right? Yeah, but enough about me and my lordship. Let's talk about the royal man here, Sullivan King.
Yes.
Let's hear a little bit about your background. Where did you start? Where are your roots?
Well, it's a slightly similar story to Richie. Colchester born and bred. We started training at the same wrestling school, which is the School of Slam down in Harwich, which has now recently moved up to Marks Tay, which is awesome. It's an exciting time. Been training under the tutelage of Paul Tyrrell now for, like I said, about 7 or 8 years, which has been awesome. I'm very lucky to have had a lot of opportunities through SOS. Similar to Richie, I've been to Portugal a few times, which has been awesome. I've been able to grace the ring with guys like Joseph Connors, who's become a good friend of mine. Be able to wrestle against guys like James Storm from TNA, which was awesome. I beat and which is what I do. I beat Americans. That's what we do. And I was also very, very fortunate to be the third tag partner alongside the last ever performance of the British Invasion of Doug Williams and Nick Aldis before Doug Williams hung up his boots. So that those guys tagged with each other for the last time in Harwich, and I was there. I was the extra guy, which was awesome, and it was an absolute privilege to like I said, to train with Nick as well. And we work very closely with the Knight family up in WAW in Norwich, and it's been awesome to work alongside Soraya and Ricky Knight, and kind of fly the flag for East Anglia when it comes to British wrestling. We've got a lot of talent down here. We've got a lot of skill. Where he's working on his wrist locks, I work on throwing punches because I'm here for a good time, not a long time. So, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
You'll be right at Basildon.
Yeah, well, I think I've been to Basildon. I think the last time I was there, the T from the Tesco sign was missing, so I kind of know what I'm getting myself into. So I'll be curious to see whether they've repaired it. No.
No,
so still Esco.
Yeah, there's literally someone in Pitsea right now in a little like drug den with just a big light up T on their wall.
I mean, of all the things to have, like fair play, like fair enough.
Basildon,
it's
Basildon. I was born and raised there. I love you. I love Basildon. I was born and raised there. I'm allowed to say it, all right? Before.
Yeah. No, it's cool, man. Everyone's got to love something, and I'm assuming Bas Vegas is, the place that only a parent could love. It's that sort of thing, face for radio, that sort of thing. Yeah.
That's why I'm on the radio. That's why I'm on the radio in Basildon as well. It does make you think though. Like most people, you go to any other town in the place, and people will nick a cone or a street sign on the way home. There's someone in Basildon literally went, "See that T, right? I'm going home with it tonight."
Yeah.
Yeah. And get your ladders out, Steve. I'm going for it.
He probably nicked them and all. Right, let's be honest. They're not his ladders. Some poor BT van's been looking for him for the last half a year.
Guess so. His missus goes, "I only told you to get milk and bread and a couple of beers for later. What are you doing?" Oi, I got it though. Jesus.
Want to make you a big cup of tea?
Yeah.
Honestly.
Oh God. Right. Okay. What's the next question, Tone? We know the history.
So, I mean, with all that being said, it might be just a coincidence that we're going to be booking you in a tea on a pole match. Not that we have possession of it.
Yeah. It's the big reveal, isn't it?
Yeah. The tea returns.
Are we going to hang someone against it a bit like they did in ECW, with Raven and whatnot? We're going to, tie someone against
family show. Doing a family show.
Oh, cool.
I was more thinking about Undertaker's, his tea.
Oh, yeah.
Just ask Stephanie if she's free. She wants to come relive an old moment. Sullivan, so let's talk title history for you. Obviously, name drop some big names that people will know of. But belt-wise, how's that looking in the career of Sullivan King?
Again, very, very localized to SOS. Mainly, I'm lucky to say that I've been the Academy champion a few times. I was tag team champion multiple occasions. I've been the British champion as well. I am actually quite fortunate that I've held tag team gold with DOA wrestling, and I've even been DOA heavyweight champion, which is quite cool. I'm yet to win the big one here that this guy is bragging that he's going to get 2 goes at. I mean, dream big, buddy. But yeah, sure, man, sure. You got this. But if you don't, I've got this. Cool, that's right. So yeah, hopefully, that's something that I can bring home off PJ Knight, who's our current SOS World Heavyweight Champion. So that's me at the moment.
Nice.
So, not quite the belt collector yet.
It was interesting to me about you saying about Nick Aldis. Obviously,
Yeah.
don't know if you know. So I don't know your like where people trained at history is, but I was at the original Dropkicks class.
Yeah.
So the Nick Aldis alumni. It's great. I mean, I am not alumni in any sense. I just managed to get out of there and do a few matches here and there. But to say you came through with that group, because that is one of the most well-known groups of class of the last 25 years, because you had Shah Samuels, Terry Frazier, Ashley Reed, Tony Sefton, Nick Aldis, Martin Stone, aka Danny Burch from NXT, among RJ Singh, who's also obviously on our show, and Sunset Skip. So many names came from that era and that class that it's great to see. When you look, we've got a WhatsApp group for all the guys. When you look and you go, some of these have done all right, in this business and further on. I mean, Terry Frazier's now living on a beach in Los Angeles, modelling twice a month. Right, it's all right for some, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I DJ at clubs in Chelmsford or Colchester sometimes. Great. I've moved out. And if you know Colchester, you know how well I've done, because Yates, the club I used to DJ in Colchester, is now dead every week. My bad.
Yeah, cheers, buddy. We really appreciate your business. Thank you for coming.
Right, so we know about the guys, we know about their history, but one thing we don't know is, see, this is our first show. We're putting on a Talks with Dorks presents Never Say Die wrestling event, May 31st. You are actually 2 of the first people we booked, because, as you said, from Paul Tyrrell, your trainer, he is supplying the ring for us. So big shout to Paul for that. Thank you so much for having the right kind of ring we need for the show. And obviously, he's the one that introduced me to you guys and told me it'd be silly not to book yous. So instantly, that's why you got bombarded with messages from some random dude you'd never met.
Happens all the time, man. I've got to say.
Yeah. Oh, not another one. The selling point was Basildon. Yeah, okay. We've got it. Finally put that tea back where it belongs. Oh my God, Basildon, I love you.
He's got it.
I'm joking. I know. I used to actually be quite over in Basildon when I wrestled there. I'm not doing myself any favours. Right. So, gentlemen, we need to know, where are we going to fit you guys in? I mean, by the looks of it, you're more friendly than with each other than we could put you 2 against each other. You've obviously, I'm assuming you've seen the lineup we've got. Let's talk about this. Is there anything you need to get off your chest, or anyone that sparks your interest?
I mean, I'll be real for a moment. Like, we are representing SOS. It's what we do.
Yep.
Me and Richie, although we don't necessarily always see eye to eye, internally, externally, we always put on a united front, because that's what we do. We handle business, and we represent the company as best we can. I'll be honest with you, like, I was looking up at who you guys have potentially got booked, and it's interesting that you mentioned that WhatsApp group, because we do have a little bit of umbrage with a few of the guys there, and You know, it's not me saying it and it's not him saying it. It's, you know, we've just been hearing rumblings of people like, you know, oh, they're fed up of seeing the certain same faces in the same places all the time. You know, in particular, you know, we are talking about Sunset Skip and RJ. Now, like I said, it's not me. I haven't been saying it. Richie, you've not been saying it.
I've not been saying
He's
nothing.
not been saying it. We haven't been saying nothing. But we've heard on the grapevine that the crowd, you know, they're saying you washed up, boys. They're saying you're done. I know, right? That's a pill. That's a pill to swallow. And I have to tell you, like, we don't think that, like, at all. Like, no, that's not how we roll. But we do think it's a little selfish, man. Like, you're talking about guys that have been around a while, like a while, you know, and they're using up places that guys like me and Richie could be using. Other guys, like, you know, we are the only two representing SOS. And what about all those other training schools? What about drop kicks? Maybe there'd be some guys there that maybe wanted a little bit of a booking. But no, RJ and Skip, they got to get their, you know, got to get their little point in. They got to get their little angle in there, haven't they? And we do think it's a bit selfish. So me and Richie, we're going to do you a favour. In fact, we're going to do the crowd a favour. We're going to do wrestling a favour. We're going to do your families a favour.
That's right.
Now, we get it. Like, you want that one last thing, you know. I understand the buzz. I get it. He gets it. You know, that adrenaline rush.
Yep.
Like, oh, we're wrestlers. Oh, and it's great and it's exciting and it's fun. But there comes a point where you got to look at yourself in the mirror and realise that you can't do this forever, man. You can't. Your body's not holding up to it. I mean, come on, Skip. How many pairs of knee pads you got to put on now, bro? Like, I mean, jeez. And Summers has got more straps than you, just about. I mean, only just. But like,
That's right. That's right. Like,
yeah. Go on.
when you compare us two against you two, so-called has-beens, so-called washed-up vets. Do we even use the word vet? I mean, how long have you been doing it? How long have they been doing this?
I don't know, but like, come on, like, you know, these guys, you talk about guys that have gone on to do great things. Aldous, Danny Birch.
Oh, yeah.
RJ Singh and Skip, like.
I mean, you may have been able to go back in the day, but can you really go anymore? Like, you're looking at two wrestlers who are in the peak of their careers. We are in the prime of our careers as we speak. And now stepping into our ring, you're stepping into the kings of the ring. And you think you can leave in one piece? We're gonna batter you, mugs. From pillar to post. Beat the absolute piss out of you.
Okay, right. I mean,
Well, so I mean, it kind of feels like correct me if I'm wrong. Like, yeah, we wanted you on the pod, to help promote and get a feel of what was going on here.
Yeah.
Kind of sounded like you already made up your mind before we even pressed record.
Well, I mean, call it a public service, man. Like, we just want to help wrestling any way we can. And if what we have to do is encourage two guys who are not has-beens to hang up their boots and go home and stay home, then that's what we do. I mean, think about it, really. Like, like you guys, you're family guys, right? Yeah.
mhm.
You know how selfish it is to go out every weekend chasing that one last dream because you might get that one little push, that one more payday. What about if you get hurt and you can't provide for your family anymore? I mean, how selfish have you got to be those guys? Honestly, like, I actually think like I said, we're not just doing them as a public service. We're going to help your family out. right? So RJ, when you go and look into your kids' eyes because you can't provide for them anymore because you were out chasing a dream that has gone, and Skip, Sunset Skip, bro, come on. You're going to look into your kids' eyes because you can't provide for them anymore? You're going to look and tell your wife that you can't put food on the table because you were off chasing a dream because you used to be somebody? Or you thought you might be again? Well, that's just selfish, quite frankly. So I'm going to help you out. Richie's going to help you out. We're going to do the world a favor. We're going to do your family a favor. And we're going to send you home, and you can stay home and be the big dads that you proclaim to be.
That's right. You're going to be thanking us.
Is there
Right,
more?
okay.
Is there more to this, lads? Because as I say, it sounds like you were gunning for this before you even came on.
Nah.
Is there more to this than that you doing the right thing for their family? Like, is there? You're not resentful with these guys, are you? They've they've been part of the crew that have paved the way for guys your age to do what you're doing, right?
And we thank them for their sacrifice. But like every good deed, it has to go. And every time in the sun has to sunset. And,
All good things. All good things come to an end.
And it's time, boys. It's time. No, it's not me. It's nature. It's natural selection. That's all it is, boys.
I'm
How would it?
gonna step in here, boys, because this. I didn't know how this was gonna go. I didn't know if you were gonna have anybody you wanted to rest. Obviously, you want this to happen, right?
Hell yeah.
We're gonna ask Sunset and RJ to come on, the strong dads as they are, known, to come on and get a response for them.
Wait. Can you repeat that a sec? What are they wanting to be called?
The strong dads.
The strong dads.
Mm-hmm.
The strong dads. You got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me.
Okay. I
Dads.
I see what you're saying, but boys, listen, I'm gonna step in on behalf of somebody that I've seen these guys. I was there at the beginning. Listen,
yeah, we'll be
I'm
there
gonna make
again.
the executive decision. I'll make this executive decision. This match is happening.
Good man.
You two versus the strong dads, Sunset Skip and RJ Singh, right? I'm gonna get their response because I know they're gonna have something to say about this. But I'm gonna tell you something, boys. You're barking up the wrong tree. I'm saying this. Listen, you can laugh. Listen, I'm taking this executive. Listen, I'm gonna bet because again, I've seen these guys for over 20 years. I know that you may think, or you may not. That other people say that they're has-beens.
We never said that. We never said that.
No, I'm saying okay.
Never said that. He never said that. I never said that. I've just heard it.
But
Little birdie.
You've heard it. Okay, but what I'm telling you is that this is going to be a match, and I'm telling you, I'm actually happy this is happening. Do you know why? Because sometimes maybe people need to move on. Maybe sometimes people are past it, but also sometimes the young blood needs a lesson to be taught. And either way, one of these things is going to happen. A lesson will be taught either way to either side. And boys, we're going to put this in stone now. You guys, was it you called yourself the rulers of the ring, the kings of the ring? What was it?
We are the kings of the ring.
The kings of the ring. Sullivan King and Richie versus RJ Singh and Sunset Skip, the strong dads. You can laugh at their name, but we'll see how strong these dads are on the day. May 31st, Talks with Dorks presents Never Say Die. Basildon Sport and Leisure Club. Basildon, I still love you. Go follow at Talk Dork Podcast. Keep up to date with everything that's going on. Tony, anything you want to say before we wrap things up? Because I'm going to feel a little bit heated because I've known these guys for a long time, and I'm trying to be the executive on this part and not get I can't wait for them to hear this. Is all I'm saying.
Mate, Ryan, I'm a fan of the fighting talk. These guys have got some fire. Been a fan of RJ for a long time. In fact, I've been a fan of RJ longer than Richie's been wrestling. And yeah, I'm going to be happy to see this go down. It sounds like we've got a tag team match player.
Oh yeah, it's happening. It's happening. And Gentlemen, listen, before I don't want to turn this into an argument between us because it seems like we got this problem sorted because I'm just taking this as, like I said, they're not here to defend themselves and coming from them at the same time, but it's been a pleasure having you on. It really has.
Thank you.
Is there if you got socials you can give out to people that they can follow you on if they want to find out more about you guys?
Absolutely. I mean, the first thing you got to do is you got to check out the School of Slam Wrestling, SOS Wrestling. You got to go and check that out on Instagram, all the usual socials. And of course, you got to go and check out Sullivan King PW on Instagram. That's Sullivan King Pro Wrestler. And of course, you know, the usual TikTok, things like that. And I know that this guy, he's on the socials too.
My Instagram is Richie_the ruler of the ring.
Easy. Go and give it a like. Go and give it a follow.
Do it
now.
Right now.
Tony, give them yours. And let's wrap this thing up.
That's it. I'm Tony Abingus, the 90s on all of the above.
I'm at the DJ Ryan S. As I said, we are at Talk Dork Podcast. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, and make sure you comment. Do all the good stuff that you need to do. This is Talks with Dorks presents Never Say Die, May 31st. The link for the tickets are here. Just go check it out. We'll end it there. See you later.
Yogurt chewers.